In this video, I'm going to walk through installing the Virgin Voyages app and checking in for a cruise right after this. The first step in the process is finding the Virgin Voyages Sailor app and then installing it. And then once it's installed, we click Open. And it's going to think about it for a second, and then pretty soon it's going to want us to log in. This would be the same login that you use with Virgin Voyages on the desktop, or if you don't have one, you can create a login. And it'll also ask you about the notifications. I typically allow it to send me notifications. So I'm going to sign in using my email. If you check your subscribe button and it's red, that is a warning from YouTube that you're not subscribed. Click subscribe and the bell icon and you'll get notified. And then the next screen is going to pop up. It's going to want your password. Needless to say, I didn't show you me putting in my password. And then it retrieves my cruise. So it gives me the cruise, where we're going. It's going to give us some information. So we have a check-in, sign a Voyage Well form, and then when we get ready to go, we're going to complete the health form. Now, it says one of my cabin mates needs help. It tells me that Cheryl hasn't finished her check-in, and she's going to do that. So we'll start with travel documents. We can look at payment method, and we're going to go through each of these in just a second. Your voyage contract, your contact information, and then you'll be ready to go. Now, in this case, I'm looking at Cheryl's. You can see her name at the top. I'm going to back out and we're going to look at mine. Now, I started to put in my photo. I think it found this one on my desktop, so I plugged that in and used it. The next step is to scan in our travel documents. And what I'm going to say about this is I found it easier to type it in than it was to scan it in. The scanning app on this did not work well for me, but my hands shake a little bit, so I typed in the information. The next step is we're going to tell them how we're going to pay for it. You can do a cash deposit, the credit card. It pulled up a credit card that I had on file on the desktop app, so I'm going to let it use that card. And then it wants to know if I'm paying for someone else. So in this case, Cheryl and I use the same card on board, so we update that with her being able to use it as well. So our payment method is done. We're going to look at the voyage contract. They make you look at all this, so we're going to go down and do this. And then I can sign also on behalf of Cheryl. So normally, whichever one of us checks in first fills it out for everybody else. Fills it out. And there's all that stuff that you can read, if you like to read all that stuff. If you're getting some value from the video, please do me a favor. Click on the like button. So I said I did. I'm going to check for Cheryl. Click the box. And we're done with that piece of it. So the next step is emergency contact. And again, the best choice here is someone that's not traveling with you. For this demo, I'm just going to put Cheryl's name up there. So you put it in, then it's going to want a phone number. Now, obviously, I didn't share Cheryl's phone number with the audience. It does want to know how you know that person. So you can check, in this case, I checked spouse. As I said, you're not going to see the phone number. Done with the emergency contact. And then we can start the last step of the check-in, I should say. And they're going to ask you questions. Are we flying? In our case, no. So pick the time you're going to arrive at the terminal. I did that. Picked 1 o'clock. I like to be early on. In this case, I am planning to park at the Port of Miami. I'm not really sure why they asked that question, but I did tell them. Tell them that Cheryl's arriving with me. In just a second, the video is going to get small up in the corner. You're going to see a picture of my face. If your subscribe button is red, click my face. That'll fix that problem. The box on the right has some other videos I think you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching.